Hello, this is Jim Wright, and this is your Minute to Slim It. I like watching the History Channel, a lot of the shows that are on there, and recently they had a miniseries called The Sons of Liberty. I enjoyed watching that miniseries. And you know, as you look at the founding of our country, if you study the history, it was a founding that was against all odds. Here we were, this fledgling group of people that said, we want to be independent. We don't want to have taxation without representation. And you had this guy that rose to the forefront named George Washington to lead the armies and to build the armies of this newly forming country. And I like what George Washington said. 99% of the failures come from people who have the habit of making excuses. 99% of the failures come from people who have the habit of making excuses. You see, there were many times, if you read the American history, that George Washington could have made all sorts of excuses why we can't fight this battle, why we can't cross the Delaware, why we can't do this, why we can't do that. But he wasn't going to make the excuses. He had a mission to accomplish, and that was freedom for this new republic. And aren't you thankful he didn't make excuses? You know what? You have a mission too. It's to lose your weight, so that you can get your energy, so that you can feel better about yourself, so you can have more self-esteem, so hopefully you can get off maybe some of those medications so that you can enjoy life like you haven't enjoyed it in a long time. That's your mission. Are you going to choose to accept it, or are you going to keep coming up with excuses? 99% of the failures come from people who have the habit of making excuses. If making excuses has been your habit in the past for why you can't lose the weight, then stop it now and start living your dream of losing weight. And it starts by making changes. Start today. You learned what to do. You are learning what to do. Do it. And that is today's Minute to Slim It.